News Services Division of All India Radio presents Employment News.
Welcome to the program Employment News. I am Pragya Devra and with me is Renu Kataria.
Today we will be discussing about some vacancies in Indian Army, Defence Research and Development Organization, Forensic Science Laboratory, National Commission for Minorities and RBS College, Agra. But before that, let's listen to an interview that was taken by AIR correspondent Pragya.
Today, let's talk about the job of an architect and how to become one. For this, we have with us Mr. Vilas Avachat, Vice President of the Indian Institute of Architects. Could you explain to us what exactly is the work of an architect?
The architects are an artist and he should have a very good imagination power. He should have a liking of nature. It's very important. There are a lot of limitations for the architect students, but they have to study a lot. They can achieve anything in architecture. It's an art, science and commerce. So you should know the knowledge of all. You should have a knowledge of legal also. There are many different criteria of architecture. There is the interior design, town planning, urban planning. After you complete your BR, Bachelor of Architecture. See the criteria to become an architect. You should have a 12th qualification from a science. Different disciplines are there. That's naval architecture, landscape architecture, town planner, urban planner, building technology, interior designer. There are different type of architecture. That is facade architecture, elevation architecture. Some architects are doing only 3D architecture, project management. That is also part of architecture now. So that is project management. The architects are specialists in hospitality. That is hotels, restaurants and all. Then they are also specialists in high-rise buildings. They are specialists in industrial buildings. Then as you get more and more different, a similar type of job, then the architect makes his profession as a specialty. So this is what is happening in market nowadays.
How is architecture different from civil engineering?
He has to be a designer. He is an artist. When the artist and the technicality, both combination is an architecture. Civil engineers are learning all those learnings, the building leveling, surveying, designing the structure is also taught in colleges. So when they taught all these things in colleges, what is different than in architecture? Architecture is an imagination. He imagines the thing, how the planning has to be there, how the building can be designed. And when he designs the building, he imagines before it comes on the paper, how the building will look like with his own concept. And that is what is architecture. Architects are a dreamer. They bring your dream into reality.
If someone wants to become an architect, how do they pursue it?
First of all, he has to 12th qualification with the science stream. That is very much required. 50% marks are required for eligibility. Then he has to appear for a exam of NATA. NATA is a National Aptitude Test for the architecture. It's an online test. And in that also he has to score minimum 50% mark. These are the basic criteria. And then as per his score, he will get the colleges. It is not that whatever college he wants, he will get it. There are different colleges.
And then they pursue the course in Bachelors of Architecture.
Bachelor of Architecture. Earlier it was 5 years course. Now it is 4 years course. And then in final year, he has to go with an architectural firm for at least 1 year. And after that, he gets his degree in his hand. He can apply for the Council of Architecture with his mark sheet and passing certificate. Then he can get registration at the Council of Architecture. Then he can become an architect. The person who is on the record of Council of Architecture registered only call himself an architect. That is the very criteria in India.
What do you think are the positives and the challenges of this field?
It all depends upon how much experience you gather, how much study you have knowledge of in architecture. That will give you the money accordingly. You should have a knowledge of technology also, different technologies, different type of materials. Every day there are different type of materials. He should study those materials, different type of colors, different type of pens.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Now let's move to the next segment.
In this segment, we tell you about some of the recruitment vacancies that have been advertised and matters connected to it.
Applications are invited for the following courses in the Indian Army: Short Service Commission, NT, JAG Entry Scheme 26th course for men and women law graduates scheduled in April 2021, for which the online applications are open from 13th October 2020 to 11th November 2020. Short Service Commission Tech Men 56th course and Short Service Commission Tech Women 27th course is scheduled in April 2021, for which online applications are open from 14th October 2020 to 12th November 2020. For detailed notification, please visit www.joinindianarmy.nic.in.
Solid States Physics Laboratory, Defense Research and Development Organization, Ministry of Defense invites applications for 10 positions of Junior Research Fellow and 2 Research Associates to work in challenging area of research of national importance for a period of 2 years. Detailed terms and conditions and application form can be obtained by sending a request to hrd@sspl.drdo.in. Duly filled applications must reach to the email address within 15 days from the date of publication of this advertisement in Employment News.
Applications are invited from eligible candidates for 6 posts of Junior Research Fellow or Senior Research Fellow in the field of bioenergy in Sardar Swaran Singh National Institute of Bioenergy and Autonomous Institute of Ministry of New and Renewable Energy, Government of India. The research positions for Junior Research Fellow or Senior Research Fellow are purely contractual positions under the gambit of SSS-NIBE Bioenergy Promotion Fellowship. The contractual tenure of Junior Research Fellow will be initially for a period of 2 years, can be extended based on performance not more than 5 years. Similarly, the tenure of Senior Research Fellow will be for a period of 3 years extended for 1 more year. Particulars of academic qualifications, research experience and other requirements of the contractual post are given on the website of mnre.gov.in and nibe.res.in. The candidates fulfilling the eligibility conditions should send their application to the concerned person within 21 days from the date of publication of this advertisement in Employment News.
Applications are invited for filling up of the following posts in biological, chemical and/or physical sciences units on contract basis in the Forensic Science Laboratory functioning under Home Department, Government of Puducherry. 1 post of Senior Analyst, 5 posts of Analyst and 5 posts of Technician. For further details, please visit the website www.py.gov.in. Last date for receipt of applications is extended from 23rd October 2020 to 4th November 2020.
Please refer to Employment News dated 22nd, 28th August 2020 by National Commission for Minorities, where the last date for receipt of applications for the post, which is Librarian and Information Assistant, is extended up to 5th November 2020. Other contents of the advertisement will remain unchanged.
With reference to the employment notification published in the Employment News for recruitment to various posts in Krishi Vigyan Kendra, Bichpuri, Agra and Krishi Vigyan Kendra, Avagadh, Eta by RBS College, Agra, the following corrigendum is made. Maximum age limit will be calculated as on 1st October 2020 instead of 1st July 2020.
Information about these vacancies has been published in Employment News. There are more vacancies in the journal. If you wish to read about these employment opportunities in greater detail and more, you may refer to the job journal titled Employment News for information in English, Rozgar Samachar for information in Hindi, and Rozgar Samachar for information in Urdu. It is published by the Publications Division, Ministry of Information and Broadcasting, and made available on every Saturday. With this, we come to the end of this program. We will meet again tomorrow at 4:20 p.m.
You were listening to Employment News. This program was produced and presented by the News Services Division of All India Radio. You can listen to it on a mobile app, News on AIR. This program is also available on our website, newsonair.com. You may email opinion about this program at airnsdtalks@gmail.com with Employment News as subject.